if you're creating a digital product or you're thinking about creating a digital product, then you want to be avoiding these 5 digital product mistakes. Now, I know I've made some of them, but going through these will save you a lot of time, sales, and frustration, okay? So let's dive in. Number 1 is picking a niche where there is no demand for your product, where people just do not pay for it, there is nobody else selling it, and it's just not what people want. And that is why it is really important that you do your market research. Because even though, and I've stated this in a previous video, that a lot of the time we feel like we want to reinvent the wheel and we want to do something different and better, it is better for your profits and for your ease of getting your products out there for you to go into a market where you can already see that people are buying those products, that they are selling, that people want those products are in demand. Number 2, creating a product that is just too broad or generic. The thing is, you want people to know what it is that they're getting. So to give you an example of this, fitness tips for beginners. Okay, that is too broad. But then if you were to do a product with 30 days strength training plan for busy moms, okay, there is a precise person you are speaking to there. You're talking about somebody who's interested in strength training, they're a busy mum, they're female, and you're saying that they can do it in 30 days, okay? And with an actual tagline added to that, that would make it even more powerful and speak more to the person who you're trying to attract. The other thing is as well, is that if you make it too broad and too generic, then people are not really going to know what they're going to get. So they're just going to pass it by. So it's not just about, making it harder for you being that generic and that broad. People don't know from the title or the small description what it is they're going to get. Oh, and before we jump into the next one, if you're looking for some digital product inspiration and you want to actually pin your idea down and come up with that winning idea, then you want to go to the link in the description and get my 21 profitable digital products. And within that is an evaluation tool which will help you just break down what it is that you can create as a winning digital product idea so that you don't just stay stuck in that phase, okay? Next mistake is actually not having anywhere to lead your customers after that first purchase. Now, I made this mistake. Now, what it is that you're thinking here is that, oh, I need to get this first digital product out there, and that is absolutely correct. You want to get your feet off the ground, get your feet wet, and get making those sales. But you also want to have a vision of where you're going to take your customers. What is that next thing they're going to need? What is that next thing that you can put in front of them to provide for them that you will also sell them? Because once you have a customer in your world, you've worked hard to get that customer. You want to keep that customer. And also, I am sure that your digital product, that one digital product you've made, is not going to be the only thing that you can come up with related to that topic that you are teaching about. So in that case, you don't need to have these things created yet. That's absolutely not needed. You want to get started. But what you want to do is look at, almost reverse engineer. Where are you leading them to? Is there going to be a bigger course that you eventually want to teach them where you're going to go really more into depth of what it is that you teach? Or is it going to be, a membership, or maybe even a digital product shop, because maybe you love to create mini digital products and you have lots of related products to it, or you're thinking that that's what you'd like to do. So my point is here is it can't just be a one-off product, because you will not make continuous sales that way. You do need to have somewhere to lead them, to keep them in your world. It's the same as, I have experience with e-commerce, an e-commerce store. You don't just sell them one thing and then send them away. They're on your email list. Now it's like, oh, would you like some of this? Or would you like this? Or how about this to complement what you've already got? And as I said, this does not have to be a million products. This could just be 2 or 3 solid products that you have, but you want to take your customer on a journey. So do not make the mistake of just thinking of a one-off product and not having a view, a vision, an idea of where this could go next for them, to help them, but also to keep you making sales. Because if not, you know what will happen? They'll just go to someone else and get that same product because you only gave them the first step. So better it be that it's you that they keep buying from. The next one is overcomplicating the product itself. And before I say anything about this one, just doing this one alone will slow you down, and you don't want that, okay? You want to get your product out there. I know, I keep saying that, but you do. Now, overcomplicating it is where you end up coming up with an idea and then you're writing a book on it. You know, you've literally put like 100 pages into this thing, or, you know, you've added 42 videos and you're turning it into a huge course. When the reality is you want to start at a lower price point, get your product out there, and you want to give them that quick win. You want to take them kind of from their A to their B as opposed from their A to their Z. Plus, let's be honest, if you do that, you're going to overwhelm yourself in the process, because you're going to just be adding things, and oh my God, I can add this, I can add that. So you do not want to do that. It's the difference between something where, as an example, you say how to grow on Instagram. Yeah, that is just so wide. You're going to have to cover so much, rather than giving them a quick win of, say, how to get your first 100 followers on Instagram in 30 days. Okay, you see the difference? It's easier for you to create, and it's easier for them to get results and consume it. And number 5 here is actually a truth bomb. You're going to have to get over yourself and get this thing created, okay? Do not stay in the what should I create phase, because you will be in there the longest time. And while you're doing that, you're not learning, you're not making money, and you're certainly not making progress. So you want to just come up with that idea, balance it between what it is that you feel confident enough to do, that you feel you have knowledge in, and that there is a demand for, okay? And don't make it a big product, make it small and snappy and give somebody a quick win and get it done. So learn what you need to, learn from who you need to, get what you need to, but get in that creation stage, okay? And if you want to know how I created digital products in a weekend and you want to learn from that, then there's a video up on the screen that you can go check out now. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.